a tree, and a lot of people think these are pine trees. But pine trees actually have super long needles. And if you look, this has really short needles. So pine trees, long needles, these, short needles. So that means it's either a spruce or a fir. Now, spruce and firs look really similar. But if you take off their needles, they're a little different. So to identify, first thing you do is you shake its hand, and you're like, ooh, ow, it's kind of spiky. And then you can take just one needle, and now I can roll it in my fingers pretty easily. And last but not least, you can taste it. And if you taste it, it tastes like a spruce. So it's a spiky, square spruce. The needles are square, they're spiky, and they taste like a spruce.
So there aren't any fir trees around the around school. I think I found one earlier in the fall, but it was a little cold yesterday, so we didn't stay out too long, and I can't remember where it was. I didn't have a chance to go outside before dark, but I do have a couple sample branches to show you what I was referring to yesterday when I was talking about the spruce. The spruce. So remember, we had a spiky, square spruce, and that has short needles. So this here, and it's dry because I grabbed it this fall, this here was from a pine tree, specifically a white pine tree. But you can tell it's a pine tree because the needle is long, where our spruce needles, which I have in a bag here somewhere. There it is. My spruce looks sad. But the spruce needles, short. The pine needles, long. A lot of people mistakenly refer to all trees with needles as pine trees. That's just not true. They're long needles, pine trees. So then we had the spruce. And the firs, so we had the spiky square spruce. And then my fir, now this one's dry, so I can't really shake its hand. But if I went up to the tree and shaked its hand, it'd be really soft. It wouldn't be spiky at all. It'd be kind of friendly. And then if I take a needle, and I'm not going to pull one off the branch because their needles are falling off everywhere. If I take the needle, if I can remember where the camera is, there it is. It's really flat. Can I bring it into focus? Maybe. And if you look at the branch itself, like the needles, they're flat. So it is a flat, friendly fir and a spiky, square spruce. Pine trees, long needles. So that's how to tell the difference between three of our most common evergreen trees. There's a few other trees that we could pull some fun facts on how to identify in the wild. One of my favorites is aspen trees. Aspen trees are really cool because the outside of them have this white powder that you can actually rub off. In fact, you can lick it off. I'm not going to go tell you to go lick aspen trees. Don't lick aspen trees. I mean, I'm also not going to stop you. But you can lick your finger or wet your finger and rub off that white powder. Beneath that white powder is green. And that's because the trunk of aspen trees will actually do photosynthesis. But the problem is the radiation from the sun would kill the tree very, very fast. So it produces this white powder that acts as a natural sunscreen to protect the tree from getting the tree equivalent to a sunburn. So that's one of my favorites. Paper birches are cool because the paper birch starts fires really well. So if you are ever camping and you see paper birch lying on the ground, don't rip it off trees because that's like somebody cutting off your skin and it's not very nice. But if you see paper birch on the ground, this white papery substance, it burns really well and will help you start a campfire. But those are some of my favorite trees. Make sure that you've got your 3 trees and have identified whether they're deciduous or evergreen. This fir tree, deciduous or evergreen? Hopefully you're right, evergreen. The needles don't fall off. Pine trees, again, needles don't fall off. Spruce, evergreens, needles don't fall off. An oak tree. I think I have an oak leaf here. These are oak leaves. Deciduous or evergreen? Deciduous, the leaves fall off. So hopefully you're able to find 3 trees somewhere to do that. Have a great day.